Hi everyone, welcome back to another matchday vlog. As mentioned last weekend, this weekend we're gonna have two Fortuna Liga games. Both of them are top of the table clashes and important for the playoff race. And we're starting today here in Tychy. It's Gks Tychy against Gks Katowice. It is a local derby, but normally it's just a derby between the ultras. But today's game is even more important because both teams are in the race for one of the playoff places, and the result today can almost secure it. Tychy is in 5th place with 51 points, and Gks Katowice is in 3rd place with 53 points. And with only 2 rounds left after this game, and Arca looking like they're bottling it, it could even be 2nd place, a direct promotion. But yeah, as mentioned, normally this is an ultra derby, a derby between hooligans, because between Tychy and Katowice, all the villages are Gks hinterland. Don't really know what the Polish word for that is. What is Gks Katowice territory? So there are direct conflicts between the two fan groups. But that's also why I like this derby, because away fans are allowed. Gks Katowice is coming with 1,200 people. And for Gks Tychy, the ticket sales actually look very promising. I am wondering how many of those people are undercover Katowice fans. But yeah, the police is on high alert for today. I'm getting close to the stadium. I see more and more police lights going, so they organize some events around the stadium. I see a food truck, I see some shops, I see some activities for children. But I'm looking for some activities for adults. Have to drink a Tychy when you come to Tychy. That's a good away day. And we're back in Katowice again. Bit surprised about the result. I was actually thinking it was going to end 2-2. It went from an interesting first half to a pretty boring second half. Both Tychy and Katowice have a different play style to each other. So it made kind of like an interesting game from it. Kind of turned into an interesting game at that point. Gks took the lead, but Tychy was able to score twice just before halftime. Basically from situations that I was not expecting a goal. That's why I was too late to record them. And it looked like the second half was going to be just as interesting. However, that's where Gks Tychy threw away the game. They decided to play much deeper, just focus on the counter. And I can understand the point because they're leading 2-1. But they allowed Katowice to have total control of the game. And that was the issue. Because there was just a slow build-up. Like Katowice was just slowly building up, waiting for that one opportunity, which came from a free kick. And Tychy continues playing like that, which meant that Katowice had even more control of the game. And then there was like a 30-minute period of just passing the ball around in the back. People were already starting to leave because I think everyone thought that's going to be just 2-2, like, oh, both teams are okay with a 2-2. But yeah, Katowice was very patient, and then another opportunity happened for them, and they scored the winning goal. And with this result, Katowice is now 56 points. I would say 1 foot already in the playoffs. But yeah, that was the first Fortuna Liga game of the weekend. Tomorrow is another top of the table clash. So we'll see each other then. Thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe. You know what to do. And we see each other tomorrow. Bye-bye.